So today I'm going to be analysing the poem Nightsong City. This is a lyrical poem and it's meant to be read like a lullaby because the speaker is wishing its city a peaceful night's sleep. So the first line of the poem says, "Sleep well, my love, sleep well." So the city is being personified because here, when the speaker says my love, he is referring to the city and not another person. Then at the end of the first sentence, there is a semicolon, which introduces a list of circumstances that his city must comply with to be able to sleep peacefully. Then we must also pay attention to the fact that sleep well is repeated in the first line, which is almost like the poem's chorus, giving a peaceful image, emphasizing the lullaby effect that it's supposed to have. Then in the second line, I've already told you that the speaker is addressing the city, not a person, but here it is made evident. The tone is sinister and the mood is scared. Then we can also see that there is a transferred epithet, which is the restless docks that they are referring to, because it is not the docks that are moving, but it's the people and the animals that are active on the docks. Then we can see that the speaker talks of police cars cockroaching through the tunneled streets. So this creates a very negative, menacing and unwelcome image of the police in our heads. Due to the fact that the police are being described in such a negative and bad light, it adds to the sinister tone of this stanza. So the use of the word tunnel in this line is also very effective because it implies that the streets of this town are filled with danger and darkness, but also dirt because of the poverty that exists there. So one of the main themes in this poem is that there is police brutality and violence in the city, and it's very bad. So the word tunnel makes you kind of feel claustrophobic and like there's no way out of these unfortunate circumstances. Then we see it reads, "From the shanties creaking iron sheets." Now this indicates extreme poverty, menace and fear of the people because of the police brutality and the violence that occurs in the city that they're living in. Then it says that violence is like a bug-infested rag. Now this shows that violence is everywhere and also emphasizes the fact that many people are living in extreme poverty in this area. Then it says that fear is imminent as sound in the windswung bell. Now this is a simile and it basically means that fear is everywhere and every human being living in the city experiences fear. Fear of violence, fear of the police brutality that occurs. Then just going to the last line, it says, "My land, my love, sleep well." So if you haven't already figured it out, this also indicates that the love is a place and not a person. Then it says, "The long day's anger pants from sand and rocks." So this indicates that it was a very long day of suffering and violence, which is why the speaker wants to wish the city a peaceful night, because it's had such a rough day. In the next line it says, "But for this breathing night at last." So there are two words that we need to pay attention to. It's pants and breathing. So the word pants is a very heavy and extreme form of breathing when someone is super tired and stressed, which is why it is used to describe the daytime, because everyone is stressed and tired from all the violence and the police brutality that occurs during the daytime. But then we have a bit of a transition to breathing night, which creates a much calmer and more peaceful image in our head. It also emphasizes the speaker's desire for the city to become less violent, less distressed, and more peaceful at night. So just for some extra analysis, we can compare the speaker's love for his environment to the love a parent has for his child, and how parents will want their children to sleep peacefully and well at night, and without any violence, danger, or fear. So one of the main reasons that the people are scared is because of the police brutality that we spoke about before, which is why the speaker talks of the police in a negative light, describing them as cockroaches. So we know that this is a lyrical poem that is supposed to be seen as a lullaby because the poem is read very slowly. It has long and open vowels, so very calming, soothing, and slow. And the fact that it's a lullaby creates a great juxtaposition with images of fear and violence that the people experience, because the lullaby is supposed to be very calming, but what he's talking about and what the city experiences is anything but that. And then just lastly, the rhythm and the rhyme complement the lullaby theme because it is slow and soft.